My name is Chris, and today we find out if affordability can still equal quality. Welcome to the Vinyl Attack. In the world of high-fidelity audio, vinyl records have maintained an unyielding allure against all odds, drawing enthusiasts both seasoned and new alike into their warm, nostalgic embrace. Yet to truly capture the sound of these analog offerings, a critical component is essential: the phono preamplifier. Among the myriad of options available, the iFi Zen Air Phono preamp stands out as a compelling contender, promising to deliver an immersive listening experience that bridges the gap between vintage charm and modern convenience. The first impression of any audio component often stems from its visual aesthetics and build quality. Like its older sibling, the iFi Zen Phono preamp, the Zen Air Phono preamp, what confusion could possibly arise in a review with these two names, impresses with a minimalist design that can blend seamlessly into any audio setup. Encased in its lightweight plastic chassis, the Zen Air still feels solid and sturdy while maintaining a compact form factor. The textured finish, rounded corners, and minimalist face contribute to its overall visual appeal. On the front, you'll find only two buttons, one for power, which is fairly self-explanatory, and the other for its subsonic filter. This aims to eliminate the annoying rumble that you can find with poor pressings and warped records without removing the quality bass performance that you demand. The Zen Air is also capable of supporting moving magnet and moving coil cartridges with the simple flip of a switch on the rear of the unit. More on that in a moment. Continuing on the rear panel, you'll find the necessary RCA ports for input and output, a terminal ground to eliminate hum, and of course the port for a power cord. The absence of an actual power adapter caught me by surprise though, but you might keep in mind that this unit is only a mere $99 and there is an included cable to connect to a USB power supply. This keeps costs down by allowing the user to supply their own USB power without iFi needing to supply different plug options for different countries. The major win with the Zen Air, however, is its ability to handle both moving magnet and moving coil cartridges, as previously mentioned. This adaptability ensures that users can maximize their setup choices for various cartridge types without needing an in-depth understanding of gain, impedance, or ohmage. The fact that this is all simplified for you into the mere flick of a switch makes the Zen Air an ideal choice for newer people to the hobby, as well as seasoned enthusiasts who might be looking to expand their sound in a simplistic fashion. For those of you who want the specifics on the Zen Air's built-in cartridge settings, moving magnet is set at 40 dB of gain at 47 kiloohms for input impedance, 100 ohms for the output impedance, and 110 picofarads for the load capacitance. This is the same output impedance and load capacitance for the moving coil selection, with its gain set at 64 dB and 1000 ohms for the input. This can indeed cover a very wide range of cartridges, with iFi stating that the moving magnet setting is for cartridges with an output voltage of 2 mV or higher, while the moving coil option is for carts with less than 2 mV. This little phono preamp manages to strike a wonderful balance between preserving the authentic character of analog sound while leveraging modern technology for improved signal quality. I found the sonic performance of the Zen Air to be transparent and mostly neutral overall, with an inviting hint of warmth. It manages to extract an impressive amount of detail from your records, presenting them in a clean and articulate manner. The soundstage is well defined, with the instruments and vocals positioned accurately within the stereo field. Perhaps where the Zen Air truly shines, though, is in its low noise floor and excellent dynamic range. Bass was indeed rich and plentiful, mixing seamlessly with the mild mid-frequency bloom that a record naturally provides, with bright, crisp highs. When using my Clear Audio Concept turntable with an Ortophone Quintet Black cartridge connected to a Hagel H390 amplifier and a pair of Alta Audio Alyssa stand-mount speakers, I was quite impressed with the Zen Air's ability to present the aforementioned details without distortion or the finish you might expect when connected to a system that would be essentially considered out of its league. This affordable option instead stood its ground and performed admirably in the face of a foreboding task. This did not go unnoticed. Its preferred home, however, was found with my Vintage Techniques DL202 turntable with the new Goldring E4 moving magnet cartridge attached. That review is forthcoming. This was connected to my B system. This includes the Iota VX SA3 integrated amplifier and a pair of Q Acoustics 3030i stand mount speakers. These are still my favorite budget system components for cost and performance, and the synergy with the Zen Air Phono just worked. Music was natural and pleasing, and I was able to simply play records without overthinking the review process or having it at the forefront of my mind. This is an ideal trait for me, as I think it most important to have a sound that flows effortlessly, so you just continue to play record after record out of sheer enjoyment. This was indeed the case here. While I did review the next tier up iFi Zen Phono preamp a while back, I no longer have it on hand to do a direct sound comparison. That said, I still got the feeling that this unit sounded very much like its bigger brother. Sure, the Zen Phono has more options to fine-tune what you want from your preamp, but the Zen Air, with its simple plug-and-play, offers much of the same sound without any of the fiddling about or extra cost. For just under $100, I'd venture a guess that the Zen Air will get you about 80% of the way to the Zen Phono, but that's just an educated guess based on oral memory. Take that for what you will. I also still don't have the Schiit Mani 2 for comparison, so I resorted to comparing the original Mani here as well. As with the first review I did with the Zen Phono, I prefer the sonic signature of the Zen Air over the original Mani. The Mani is still a strong contender, mind you, and an excellent performer, but the Zen Air just has a more natural feel about the music being played. It's a touch warmer without losing detail and just flows a bit easier to my ears. It easily delivers a sonic signature that is faithful to the source material with its transparency and detailed presentation. But this is a $99 phono preamp, so what did I find lacking with the Zen Air? While the inclusion of a USB power input presents an interesting convenience factor, allowing users to power the preamp using a standard USB power source, I feel that the lack of a dedicated power supply was a miss. These power supplies aren't expensive in the least, and I think they should be an auto-include at any price point. Additionally, it's worth noting that, while handy for users in any geographic location without needing a specific plug interface, using the USB power option may necessitate careful consideration of potential interference or noise from the power source. While I didn't experience this in my time with the Zen Air, it is certainly a possibility. I also found the lack of gain and impedance options just strange. This wasn't a bad thing per se, it just took me a while to adjust to such a simple interface. The sound you get with this unit is, quite frankly, the sound you get. That's it. There's no way to fine-tune anything to adjust the details, but that's also by design, and it's a good sound. This ties directly into another little quirk, and that's volume. 40 dB and 64 dB of gain are certainly workable options for moving magnet and moving coil cartridges alike, but I find that most of my moving magnet cartridges like just a bit more juice. Not much, maybe 42 to 45 dB, but this means that you have to goose the volume a little bit when playing your records. This doesn't amount to much of anything unless you're switching directly from listening to another source to this one, but it does bear keeping in mind. Lastly, the plastic body. The Zen Air does look nice sitting on a rack or shelf or what have you, and it does feel like a sturdy build, but the overall feel of the unit is a touch, well, plasticky, per lack of a better term. The textured body does help a bit with that, but overall it feels like a $100 phono preamp. Thankfully, once set up and playing, you'll not be touching the unit with any regularity, so this won't come up much. So with all of that said, what rating did I give the iFi Zen Air Phono preamp? Considering its ease of use, price point, and performance, I award the Zen Air the gold seal. This little preamp manages to strike a harmonious balance between vintage charm and modern convenience. Its minimalist design, coupled with essential features like the subsonic filter and the ability to run both moving magnet and moving coil at the flip of a switch, make it a compelling choice for both seasoned vinyl enthusiasts and newcomers to the analog world alike. This unit's ability to faithfully capture the nuances of vinyl records while maintaining a low noise floor and a wide dynamic range is testament to iFi's ever-increasing engineering prowess. These strong sonic characteristics place it in direct competition with preamps at fairly higher price points, making the Zen Air an excellent entry point for budding audiophiles seeking an upgrade to their vinyl setup without breaking the bank, or the seasoned folks who just now might be looking to step up to moving coil cartridges at an affordable price. Its transparent sound quality and incredible ease of use make it a standout contender capable of breathing new life into your vinyl collection. Thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon who help make this show possible. Thanks to you for stopping by to watch, and I look forward to next time.